Welcome to Mayfair. Today we are showing you Highland Homes, and it is a part of New Braunfels' newest master plan community.
We're Drake and Michelle Carter with the Carter team at Keller Williams Heritage in New Braunfels, Texas. We're realtors and parents to our twins and their big sis, and we're also your local guides to New Braunfels and the surrounding area.
Let's take a look at the inside. So this is 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. Right when you come in the entrance, you've got this beautiful study. And I have to say, one of my favorite things about the Highland Homes models is that they always have it decorated to the nines. I really want to hire their designer to come decorate my own home. But this is the perfect location for your study. You've got these French glass doors right here. So something like this you can typically customize with a builder. So say you wanted more of a solid look or just a big opening, you might be able to do that too. But either way, great location for the study. I also like the custom shelves that they did behind us. Then come on over here. We have our first guest bedroom. Now, as you'll notice, the rooms themselves with the Highland Homes are not that big. However, the ceilings are always tall, so they feel very luxurious. Something they did in here that I particularly love are hanging the curtains all the way to the ceiling. That really accentuates the high ceilings and makes the room feel larger than it is. This particular bedroom has its own ensuite bath, which is perfect for a guest to come and stay with you. So maybe after you have kids and your mom comes to stay with you in your house, this is perfect for her. I know my mom and my mother-in-law basically lived with us for the first 3 months after we had the twins. So this is perfect for that. All right, next stop, one of our favorite rooms, the media room.
So media rooms, you're gonna start seeing these a lot in a lot of the model homes around the area. I think it's a great addition to the home because it not only could be used as a media room, it's a flex space, right? If you have young kids, it's a place to put their toys, or if you need a separate office, if you have both people working from home, it could be set up for that. But for someone like me, I'm a big fan of it as a media room. Let's watch some sports in here, kick back and enjoy it.
Let's also really fast point out these awesome pieces of art on the wall. This gives great reference to some of the amazing things to do in New Braunfels. We've got Green Hall, the oldest dance hall in Texas, right down the road. Then we've got Mosey's. Oh my gosh, you guys, you have
some of the best cheeseburgers.
Yes, their cheeseburgers are so good, and their margaritas. You have to try those too. And then over here we have the Braunfels. If you haven't seen one of their Christmas shows, they are a blast. We went the last 2 years. First year we saw William Beckman, who was phenomenal. And then the next year we saw the
Randall Opry Christmas show, which was great.
It was epic. So highly recommend. And then of course what New Braunfels is known for are beautiful rivers. All right, so something else I really like about Highland Homes, we talked about the tall ceilings in the bedrooms, but notice that they're actually all throughout the home. And then they typically in their models add some accents to the ceiling as well. Now, if you're building one of their homes or say you buy one of their specs, they don't typically come with that, but that's always an upgrade that you can either add potentially during the process or for sure afterwards. Over here we have our second guest bedroom, and check it out. This is where we get our 4.5 baths because this room also has a bathroom ensuite as well. This is where I also get a lot of decor ideas. So now I would love to decorate my son's room like this, maybe hang some hats on the wall. Not a bad idea. And then here is our entertaining central.
So if you followed along with our past videos, or maybe you haven't, the kitchen is my domain in our family. This is where I cook for all of our kids and us. And this is amazing here. I love having this large center island to be able to put your buffet out for your food or prep stations. And then behind me you have your gas cook range. Big fan of the pull-out drawers for your pots and pans. Everything stays tidy and hidden. Huge fan of this type of kitchen. Just in general, makes everything a lot easier when you're actually cooking. With the kitchen also comes the pantry, right? And so if you follow me over here, you have this awesome butler's pantry that has a coffee bar area, also has a mini fridge for your wines, or drinks. And then it's also a place to keep all of your extra appliances, your pressure cookers, your slow cookers, all hidden outside of your kitchen. Just keeping everything tidy, which I'm a huge fan of. Secondly, you have your laundry room over here, which is giant in this house. You have kind of like a crafts and art station, which would be really cool for us because we have our small kids that love to do painting and coloring. And right now in our house, we just have them do it on the kitchen table, but to have a designated area to contain those little tornadoes would be great.
This space is flexible, so depending on what you decide to do with your floor plan, you could either make this a tandem garage. So maybe you have a golf cart. So Mayfair is going to be known as a great community for golf carting around where everything's easily accessible. But maybe you want a spot for that. This could also be a tandem garage. So you could make it a tandem, or you can convert it into a larger laundry, arts and crafts space.
So back behind us, we also have a half bath for your guests to use, as well as a guest quarters and a separate bedroom.
And then coming back through the kitchen, here we have our sitting area. So depending on how you like to set up your living quarters, you could either set a TV up here, or this truly could be what they call a sitting room. When I started in real estate about 10 years ago, I had someone request a sitting room. I did not know what that meant, but to me, this is the perfect area to sit, have conversations, and maybe just have a glass of wine. Then right over here, we have our dining area. So love that this is a beautiful view to your backyard space. So they have really decorated this beautifully. I love the chandelier choice. What's in right now are a lot of touches of gold accents, mixing it in with a lot of blues. That's why I wore this dress today. Just wanted to go along with this beautiful home.
So over here you have the family room that leads back to your back patio with these awesome sliding doors. So you could open this up, have a lot of back and forth between your back patio, or extended living area is what we like to call it. Here, easy access to put up a TV on the wall and actually have it as more of a living area.
I would also venture to say that if this is an upgrade, to definitely add it, because this is a lifestyle here in New Braunfels and the surrounding areas. People love an extended outdoor living. So if you're going to put your money somewhere, if you have a little extra to spend, definitely do an upgraded, extended back patio. And if there's room, do those doors for easy access out there. That'd be really ideal.
So lastly, we're going to move over to the primary suite. And this one has some really, really cool features. With this house, you have some really cool features that I was mentioning. What I really like, it really pops on the elegance level, is this awesome light fixture you have in this house. One key feature that a lot of these model homes, and Michelle would really like with this house as well, you don't see a TV in here. She's a big proponent of not having a TV in the master bedroom. However, at our house, we do have one, so I kind of won on that one. But as you see here, the different textures you have on the walls, not only just having drywall up, but they have more of the, I don't know, what is that, board and batten style finishes. Moving on from that, you also have this extra feature to get more square footage in this primary bedroom of this bay window. Perfect use of this extra square footage would to have a sitting area inside your primary suite. And then from that, you're going to move on to the master bathroom, which is really, really elegant. So follow us.
All right, I love this tub right here. And then you've got your shutters. Now these are definitely high quality plantation shutters. So if you're able to add these on, it's such a nice feature. And then you have your separate sinks, which is a bonus. I love this little opening right here to put towels. Hard part would be to keep it clean, but let's be real, in the model home, it always looks pristine. And then we've got some mixed metals here, which is definitely in right now, just kind of mixing up your metals with, again, your touches of gold. They have some fun backsplash. So Thankfully, with Highland Homes, you do get to pick out some of these really, really fun finishes.
Cool features that I like about this house, and a lot of the model homes are doing now, is that they have, from the master closet, they have a pass through straight to the laundry room area. So no longer you're not having to travel through the house with dirty clothes or laundry. You can take the quick entrance or exit outside of your master closet straight into the laundry room to do your laundry. Cool feature that Highland Homes is offering on this model.
One of the best things about Mayfair is the location. So whether you are commuting from New Braunfels, San Marcos, San Antonio, or Austin, you're in such an ideal spot.
Yeah, for sure. Just like, for example, I was just down in at Mosey's in Green having a cheeseburger for lunch, and then I zipped right on over here. It only took me about 10 minutes to get here.
Yes, so very ideal. Another thing we really love about Mayfair is that right now it is a ground floor project. So this is going to be 10 years in the making. So it's year one. So traditionally getting in early is really fantastic in terms of profitability in the future.
Yeah, so what she means by that is these builders from year 1 to year 10, typically these builders are going to be increasing prices every year. So if you buy on year 1, you're going to ride the appreciation wave, right? So every year the builder increases these home prices by, let's say, anywhere from 5 to 15%. Well, in turn, you buy a house today, in 2 years, if that builder starts increasing prices, it in turn increases the value of your home.
Now, something to be aware of, if you do want to purchase in any master plan community, if you do purchase, say, year one, it might be smart to hold on to it for a few years.
Definitely. And when she says a few years, I would even up that to 5 to 7 years, because along with that appreciation gain, you'll also still be competing with the builders who, with these builders right now, are currently offering incentives to help buy interest rates down and make homes more affordable for buyers.
So right now, for example, some of them are giving up to $25,000 in closing costs. Now, keep in mind, this is for a move-in ready product. So a lot of times they have spec homes that are a few months out from 100% completion. So if you get in contact with us, we can get a list of their spec homes and we can go walk them, see if any of them happen to be a good match for you, because the spec homes are the ones that have the best deals on them. So say we go walk a spec home, you fall in love with it, you will likely get upwards of $25,000 to use towards your closing costs, and also rate buy down. So you can use some of that towards your rate buy down. We could take some of that off the purchase price. They also will already go ahead and offer you something called a 2-1 buy down. So their starting interest rate is 2.99. The second year goes up to 3.99, ends at 4.99, something along those lines.
So tell me a little bit more about Mayfair, Michelle. Why would people want to move here into this community rather than somewhere else?
Okay, so one of my favorite things about Mayfair is that it has an actual event planner for the community. So if you're like us, we're always looking for new friends, and this is the perfect ideal situation, moving into a new space, maybe it's a new town, heck, maybe you're new to Texas and you don't know that much about the area. This is so ideal for you. They are already so active. And so today is April 11th, 2025. And on May 10th this year, they're hosting a huge event called Mayfest. So that's open to everyone. But not only are there events open to the public, there's also just community events. So I'm talking floral arrangement classes where you can learn how to make a charcuterie board, just a variety of things just to get the community together.
So on top of the community planning, community event planner, within this master community, we're also going to have an elementary school. We have a Costco coming in, so you'll be able to do all your shopping and groceries within here in the community. A little bit further down in the build process, maybe 3-4 years down, they're also going to be building a high school. So there's going to be a lot of convenience right here in this community, eateries, bars.
Nightlife. There's going to be an amphitheater, so concerts. I mean, anything you could want to do outside of the community, they're trying to bring it inside the community so you don't even have to leave. So I know it's an easy place to commute to and from, but you might not ever want to leave.
So today we've taken you through the model home over here at Mayfair with Highland Homes. Really cool features of the house. If you're interested, want to see more, feel free to reach out to us. Again, we're Drake and Michelle Carter with the Carter team at Keller Williams Heritage here in New Braunfels. We're realtors parents, and your local guides to everything New Braunfels.
We've helped buyers secure their homes in this exact area, and we're looking forward to helping you. So feel free to like, subscribe, and comment so we know to make more videos.